All right.
Okay.
We're on, coming to you live from Taco Daddy's for
Taco
Taco Talk.
Taco Talk number 1, right?
Taco Talk number 1.
All right.
Season 1, episode 1. With my man Jaime. I don't know his real name or his full name. I just call him Jaime. I'm sure you guys recognize him from the streets of Martinez.
I'm Jamie Jobb.
And
I'm a writer. I've been a writer since I was 10 years old. But anyway, moving around to write, I've learned that at a young age. Never have had writer's block, because writer's block is only if you're writing one thing. You need to be writing a lot of stuff, and that's what I try to do, is write a lot of stuff.
I like that.
Yeah, so.
But back to changing your physical location to change your actual mental mindset.
Yeah.
I like that as well. You looking for something peaceful, you go to a peaceful place. You need a little action, danger in your life, and you go to a kung fu studio and go karate chop someone.
Right, and also, and writing, dramatic writing, you really have to be aware of the pacing and that, exactly that kind of thing, of your quiet periods of rest where people can think about what's happening, where the characters can think about what's happening. They're really good movies. I recently saw the movie Queen, Helen Mirren. In the middle of that movie, the movie kind of stops, and the Queen goes out and looks at a buck with 14 points on its head. There's nothing much said at all, but that's the whole movie, goes right through that one point. And so writers who write dramatic works think a lot about the arc of the story and what happens in the middle there when things go through. But it's kind of like in cooking too, you're thinking of everything as you go to get it from here out the door. You've got everything ready, so it's, in a way, it's a little bit like grammar. You've got your nouns and your verbs and your adjectives all here, and you just throw them together, and you get your accents out of what you get out of each plate. You know, that's why I like eating here. Actually, nobody makes tacos like this, and that's not an endorsement. I actually come down here all the time.
So we'll touch on that real quick. Jaime has actually been one of our most steady, faithful clientele. He probably pays 3/4 of the PG&E bill every month.
Well, the secret is I live 3 blocks from here, so it's easy commute.
Here. But so let's touch on Martinez. How are you in Martinez? How did you come here? Are you born from here? I know nothing about your personal
I grew up
history.
in a river town in Ohio.
I love rivers.
What's a river town? A river town is, Randy Newman said this in an interview on NPR, I think, and he was talking about writing the song Baltimore. Oh, Baltimore, ain't it hard? And he wrote the song actually looking at a National Geographic magazine. He'd never been to Baltimore at all. The song becomes a hit, and he says to himself, you know, I better get to Baltimore. So he goes to Baltimore, and he looks around, and Randy Newman...
Real quick, I understand. I never made tacos before. I opened a taco shop. I better learn how to make tacos. So
exactly right.
I better get to Baltimore, too.
So Newman is from New Orleans. He's a very steeped, he's one of the accomplished American musicians. His uncle writes movie music. Randy Newman says, I go to Baltimore, I look around, I go, hey, this is a brick town. It's a river town like my town. It ain't some stone town like Boston or New York.
Yeah.
And we was talking about the architecture. You look around Martinez, and what's delayed a lot of the development in Martinez here are all the brick walls which have had to be restored for quake-proofing. And I think that's happened in this building a long time ago.
Yeah.
But up and down Main Street here, and we're finally getting some turnaround here. We got a new good restaurant, Troy, down the street, doing a great job, and that is anchoring that block. You're up here by the courthouses, and so...
I'm all alone on the 900 block.
I know, you need to serve coffee.
I love my 900 block. It's peaceful. You see, talking about going to someplace tranquil and peaceful, the 900 block is my piece of tranquility. Well, especially at 5 in the morning when no one's down here. It is actually,
nice.
I love being down here really early in the morning.
Good.
I've never been a morning person until now, and there's no going back. It's, a walk through downtown when no one's here.
Yeah, I do that a lot too. So what do you got right there? You got a Pig Daddy, right?
Short rib, Pig Daddy.
The Pig Daddy is the most unique taco I've ever had, and I would recommend you not starting there when you come down here. You have to work your way up to the Pig Daddy on the menu here.
Well, you put cheese sauce on anything, and it kind of makes it better.
Yeah, but the Pig Daddy has bacon on it, so I don't know how many tacos have got bacon on it.
You know,
the mole taco is pretty good there too.
I'm not much for boasting, but I've posted a few times lately, not your average taco, which kind of every once in a while is a recurring theme, I think, for when we make food here. So
it's street tacos you want to sit down for. Also talk about, you take pictures of your taco art sometimes in here too.
I do. We have people who contribute to taco art. I feel like I make taco art sometimes. But then people have left up origami and drawn us pictures and what else?
So if you come down, bring your cell phone and take a picture of your taco before you eat it. I've taken it actually before, during, and after. But the after is really a sad sight.
I don't know, Jaime. You have a distinct way of eating your taco. You always pull it apart and make two tacos.
I know, because it's
out of your tortillas.
It's a generous taco.
And tell me a little bit about the theater here in Martinez, because I didn't know it was there until just recently. And man, when I saw it, I was like, I want to buy that place. But I looked into it, and it's owned by a nonprofit organization.
No, it's owned by a family trust and leased by the city, and then subleased to a nonprofit, who then works with the other theater companies. So structurally, it's a little complex. The original big legitimate theater in Martinez is now the public defender's office, and it's you can look at the building and see that it used to be a theater, but all that's been boarded up and is now offices. But next to it, going west on Ward Street, is the former furniture store auto parts dealership turned into a theater in the year 2000, and it's about 120 something seats. It's very intimate, very good sound. People have been doing plays in there long enough that it's developed a pretty good tech system, and a lot of good people. Community theater is a very interesting beast. It's still alive. People basically have day jobs and then do their theater at night and on weekends and make their costumes out of whatever they can.
So people like you.
Yeah, but you know, I'm not a theater company. There's Women of Words on stage theater company, Plotline theater company, or at least 3 of them. Vagabond Players came through occasionally, so there's a lot going on there. Also in the whole Benicia, Vallejo, Crockett, this circle that we have here, the bike circle. Benicia's got a little theater company that's very active and has been that way for a long time. And the Empress Theater in downtown Vallejo is fantastic. They do music, films, community service events with the police department, all kinds of things. Yeah, so theater is active. Pittsburgh also has a theater. It's the Pittsburgh Theater Company out there too. So if you look around, Theater Bay Area online is a good way to track what's going on theater. And also, it's interesting because a lot of what happens in Martinez, even though people here are on Facebook and everything else, a lot of what happens is in person, on the street, one-on-one meeting.
Yeah, absolutely. I have no idea what's going on down in this place. So it's great to talk to someone like you who has, in the end...
Well, my friend Mario Menacini, when he passed away, said... when he passed away, his son said of his life, and this was a perfect statement about who he was, he said, my father said, life is an exchange. When you meet somebody on the street, you have an exchange with them. You offer them something, they offer you something. There may not be money involved, but it's a cultural exchange. If you don't do that in life, then you're missing out on something, and people are missing out on you. So I've carried that through a lot. Mario,
I think theme of that, everyone look up from your cell phone every once in a while and notice that there's a world of people out there.
Talk to the people out there. Mario was a person...
Especially when you're driving, okay?
Yeah, right. Mario, when you met him, I'm very outgoing, but I was often intimidated by him because he was so hyper interested in me, or what I was doing right then, and everybody, and it was a little bit hard. I was like, wow.
Well, knowledge is power.
Oh yeah,
it truly is, and that can be knowledge, and you can make that power anything in your world. So if that's what you're into, hi boo.
Well, where'd you start cooking professionally?
My first job was at Poppy Ridge Golf Course in Livermore as a dishwasher. 15.
It wasn't a country club.
No, it was just a private-owned golf course. It was actually owned by the PGA or some affiliation there. I don't know exactly, but and I just fell in love with it. I used to cut high school to go there and work. I couldn't get enough of it. And they had the best calamari I've ever eaten in my life. And I wanted to learn how to make it. So the chef at the time, a beautiful woman named Elizabeth.
Did she overnight it in baking soda?
No, they soaked it in buttermilk.
Wow, okay.
But she said, be here every Wednesday. We make calamari. You know, they batch it out and freeze it, which a lot of places do. We make it Wednesday at 6 in the morning. That's the only time we make it. So the next Wednesday, I showed up at 6 in the morning and didn't punch in. I just sat there and helped them make it. And after that, I was prep cook. And then after that, I was a line cook. And by 17, I was a lead line cook at Ruby Hill Country Club in Pleasanton. And then by 18, I was sous chef at Garay Vineyards in Livermore. And I've never done anything else. I tried to stop cooking. I tried to go to college. I wanted to be a teacher. Because I love ancient history and I love math.
Wow.
And but I couldn't be poor. I was already made too much money. I couldn't be poor.
Yeah, when you're young and you find something that you're good at, you want to keep doing it.
Oh no, it was all pure financial. I just couldn't be poor anymore. Once you have money, it's hard to give money up. You know.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Isn't that what they say?
Well, that's not only that, it's what you do with your time. And what's interesting about all this to me is that you sort of just. It just developed on its own. It's like a lot of things. When you start writing something, I don't always know where it's going. But
exactly.
I try to be clear enough in terms of the intention of the characters, I guess. And intention is everything. Walking across the street, if you're standing on a street corner and you cannot communicate with the people there that you're going to cross the street or not, you're just kind of dazed and looking around, then you're not participating in the communication of the situation. What are you making here?
This is our first entree that we've ever served here.
Wow.
So this certified Angus flat iron with 2 fingerling potato and caramelized onion enchiladas.
Now when did this go on the menu?
It's not on the menu, it's just special this weekend. I've been playing around. On the weekends, I want to start making a little more entree geared food.
So if you come down here, come on the weekend, right?
Well,
if you want
tacos, there will be more to come eventually on the menu. There will always be more to come. That's kind of my motto is, there's always more to come. If you stop creating, then what's the fun in that?
Right.
So next things for to actually come on the menu will be bowls, sides, and tostadas.
Oh.
That one is mid-rare for Christina. And then tell Uncle Fred his medium is right here. Yeah. Yes. So a knife and a fork for each one. That's Uncle Freddy.
This is so formal now.
You just hand it to him on the side.
Utensils.
Yeah.
All right.
Right? I know. I got these from the antique store right around the corner, where one of our other amazing customers works, Lenore. She eats 2 carne asada tacos.
You got 2 choices. You got this, or you got the big one. Yeah.
Oh no, you don't get choices here. You just get what I give you.
Well, but I mean, when you're
that's the $16 dinnerware there.
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah.
You want the $3 tacos? You get a metal tray.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the thing. There'll always be more to come. I don't sleep much, so I'm always thinking of something new to do. I'm trying to always think of something new to do. So, but Martinez has been really great to us. But I believe in a slow build.
Yeah.
For me personally, just because for financial and growing and learning, and I come from running big restaurants.
Yeah.
So I've never done anything on this level. So it's been a learning curve for me because. Of course, everything's different.
But this is a nice catering kitchen, isn't it, for you?
Oh, this spot was amazing. It came pretty much ready to go. I put a little bit of our own touch in it, but other than that, it was pretty ready to roll, which was nice. And then, I just hit the lotto down here. So.
And it's not big.
No, it's very manageable. It's very stress-free. Talking to Stan, who owns the building, where I was coming from, I was running a steakhouse in Pleasanton called Hap's Original, and on any given day, you need 27 people to open the doors there.
Yeah.
That's 27 personalities to rely on. Are they going to show up for one? Are they going to do a good job when they show up? There's a lot there's a lot of faith that you put in people, and
Oh, yeah.
I always feel like that's the hardest part in any business is managing people.
Your crew. Yeah.
So it's been a nice little change of pace and a nice little change of business model to have something small.
But you are doing the meals in relation to the beer neighborhood over here, right? So on weekends.
On Fridays, we show up to Del Cielo with food and sell it, of course. If I could afford it, I'd give it away, but I have to sell it. Yeah, and I think we've kind of landed on doing tostadas there. We're going to switch up and just do different tostadas all the time because they work out well and everybody loves them. And
Think about this a minute. When did you have your first taco and where?
I don't.
You don't
Probably
even
at
remember?
home. At home,
Your mom made it.
Actually, I think my dad probably made it. My dad was the taco maker.
Huh.
My mom's claim to fame in the kitchen is definitely Japanese food.
Oh.
We always ate very well. Crab. I always wanted to eat crab, when I was a kid. So there was nothing kind of off limits with food in our house. We had a Japanese exchange student for many, many years.
Wow.
So we eat tons of sushi and.
Both parents cook?
Yeah, well, my mom tried to cook. My dad was the better cook when we were young. My mom is a fabulous cook now, actually.
Huh.
But when we were young, I would say my dad was. Dad's cooking. We're coming home tonight. We'll be there on time tonight. my mom's cooking. Like, we better find something to eat on the way home.
We'll be back after the game.
But actually, and my mother now is an amazing cook. She actually helps me down here at the taco shop almost every single day.
Wow.
She's I have two sous chefs, my son Henry and my mom Doris, or G Kitty as everybody calls her. But I really don't recall my first taco. I would imagine it was crunchy, made at home, seasoned ground beef, shaved lettuce, diced tomatoes.
Yeah.
The old
Classic starter taco.
Classic. But I was never a fan of crunchy taco shells. The ones you buy in the store.
Right.
Which even today I'm not. I like to make them, but
exactly.
I'm definitely a soft taco kind of guy.
Yeah.
But we do the rolled tacos for the crunchy tacos. Have you had one?
Oh, absolutely, and they're the best.
What can I feed you, actually? You have to eat something while you're sitting here.
I haven't had my Pig Daddy this month.
Pig Daddy it is.
So I only get one Pig Daddy a month, and it's just...
Yeah, you got to watch, the Pig Daddy, that's definitely a slippery slope of cholesterol. And
yeah, and
I'm kidding. It's all healthy. It's all very healthy.
It's all healthy, and you just want to pace yourself. It's like hiking.
Pace yourself, exactly.
You don't want to be at the end in the beginning. You want to get there.
It's all made from scratch, so it's not terrible for you. But of course, there's certain things in the world that you just don't want to eat too much of, whether they're natural or unnatural. So.
And that's a place that has.
Jaime, do you eat all this garnish? Do you like all these things?
I normally do, but occasionally I throw the jalapeno in there as a. Okay, all right. This is
jalapeno.
Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah.
Can you grab my man Jaime a napkin, would you?
And a little
and a fork. I think he's a fork eater.
Yeah, I'm a fork guy.
He's a fork guy.
Yeah.
Gotta pick up all the extra stuff you dropped.
No,
Rolled?
it's just yeah,
Rolled?
that's true. That's right.
Rolled.
Yep.
Is that what you're waiting for?
All right, this is so hot. I've never had it this hot.
It's fresh off the plancha.
That's yeah.
You were just staring at me like you needed something.
Well, I am barbecuing today.
Like they were waiting on me. I know I'm lagging right now because Jaime is distracting me. It's hard cooking with people back here.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Makes two of us. Gotcha. I just make sure you're not waiting on me. Of the tiger.
There's only one Pig Daddy.
And we get to listen to awesome music. Next time when you come back and talk to me again about what's going on, you'll get to choose your own soundtrack.
There'll be the Punch Brothers. That's what I'm playing today. All right. That's why I can only have one of these a month.
You're getting your fix for one a month.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to let Jaime enjoy his lunch.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. And of course, as always, you're always welcome in my building. You've been nothing but a genuine friend since we opened our doors. Say thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It's a pleasure.
There's a lot of ways to get to downtown Martinez. You can take the train,
the train,
the bus, Uber, Lyft, any kind. Martinez taxi.
Yep. Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive.
Bicycle. Don't text and drive. Don't text and walk either.
It's my plug. It's my humanity plug.
And when you're out at night on your bike, wear white.
And make sure you jaywalk.
Good night. Thank you.